Ford was walking in his neighborhood. Michelle Cusseau was changing the lock on her home's door when police arrived to take her to a mental health facility. Tanisha Anderson was having a mental health episode and her brother called 911. Tamir Rice was playing in the park. Natasha McKenna was having a schizophrenic episode when she was tased in Fairfax. Walter Scott was going to an auto parts store. Betty Jones answered the door to let Chicago police officers in to help her upstairs neighbor who had called 911 to resolve a domestic dispute. Philando Castillo was driving home from dinner with his girlfriend. Awesome Jean was eating ice cream in his living room in Dallas. Tatiana Jefferson was babysitting her nephew at home in Fort Worth, Texas. Eric Reason was pulling into a parking spot at a local chicken and fish shop. Dominique Clayton was sleeping in her bed. Breonna Taylor was also asleep in her bed. And George Floyd was at the grocery store. I'm Annie Schlanger, and this is Jenna Callan. Thank you all for coming.
No justice, no peace. Black lives matter. Racist cops gotta go. Racist cops gotta go. Racist cops gotta go. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives can't breathe. I 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 can't breathe.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'd just like to thank Andy and Jenna for putting this on. That took a lot of courage right there, and that's the difference we need in this world right now. So I want to appreciate you two young ladies for that. My name is AJ Cooper. I'm a 24-year-old black male from North Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm I'm also a college graduate that started coaching young men a year ago last year. I just moved to Ellensburg to coach at Central Washington University, and I'm here on their behalf, and I stand with all my young players that I came here to lead. I stated my age because I've had to learn to grow up before people would assume adults are supposed to grow up. I come from the inner city of North Las Vegas, where it's predominantly black and Hispanic, and I went to school at Southern Oregon University, where I was a minority. And every day you wake up and you have to deal with these certain things that a lot of you will never understand. But as long as you seek to understand and to gain an understanding of what young black males have to go through, and understand that this isn't a cry for support of the black community. It's a cry for support against racism, period. And I know a lot of people question or have issues with what they should do or how they should approach the situation. And I think it's consideration. It's to look at somebody of color and see that in George Floyd. If you didn't see somebody that you knew underneath that cop's knee, then you have to take a look at yourself. A lot of us have to wake up and deal with this without any doubt. We have to wake up and deal with it, whether it's on social media or emotionally or mentally. And some people get to opt out of this conversation. And that's the unfair part. But I'm glad that everybody's here to come together. We have to continue to educate each other, and we have to continue to call out racism when we see it. In friendships, in inner circles, or family or friends, don't be afraid to leave those people behind for a better cause and a better world. I know we all saw people who are anti and showed their true colors while we marched. But those people have to go home every night and lie to themselves about being a great person. So, again, I thank everybody for coming out here, all races, all shapes and sizes, all forms. Because we have to leave a mark while we're here. And I was taught to always leave your legacy with young men. And I've run into plenty white people in my career, in my life. And half my family's white. So having both sides of it is even harder. And if you really don't have any emotion for this, ask someone of color. Sit down and have a conversation with them. Or the other way around. We have to gain an understanding for each other. And as long as we continue to do these things like this, and we continue to raise awareness, this world will be a better place for our younger generation. And I know we've been fighting this fight. We've been fighting this fight for a long time. And it's not up to us to inform people on what everybody sees. It's up to people to make these changes, to confront people when racism is being brought up, to back up your colored friends and support them with action and not words. If you can't find the words to say, find the actions to do. And again, I just want to show my appreciation to you two young ladies for coming out here and showing courage and stepping out against the limb and going against the grain. But this support right here is what matters. And I'd just like to thank everybody out here. And it's not about sports or anything right now. It's about humans. And I stand with everybody. I'm here. I'll continue my leadership. And I'll leave my mark here on this earth. Thank you again. Black Lives Matter. Rest in peace, George Floyd. And one last thing. George Floyd's brother made an announcement today. George Floyd's brother made an announcement today to signify him. Is a right hand. With your right hand, put up a fist, and with your left hand, put up the peace sign. So as we put up both hands, right hand fist for power, left hand peace, and that's what signifies George Floyd, and we'll continue to do this in his memory. Amen. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Come on, girl. Let's go. Keep it 100% real.
So, my name's Kebra McClinton. I am a resident of Ellensburg. I have been for about 25 years. Sorry. I'm a resident of Ellensburg. Yep, I'm a resident of Ellensburg. I have been for about 25 years. And I can honestly say that today I'm pretty freaking proud of my community. Really, really proud of the young people that are standing out here today. Really freaking proud of you guys. I'm proud of your courage. I'm proud of your fortitude. I'm proud of your unwillingness to be silent. Because silence is complicity.
Absolutely. 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 That's right.
Our silence is complicity. I grew up about 30 minutes from here down in Yakima, Washington, on what they decided was the wrong side of town. Mostly black and Hispanic and Native American. I've dealt with racism all my life. I'm 46 years old. I've had dealings with the police in my life. But never have I dealt with what I've seen going on lately. And never should we have to. It's coming back.
It's going to be going on for a long
We're
time.
going full circle. It's coming full circle. They're killing us in the streets again. Again. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And if we don't make noise, it's not gonna stop. Because we've already tried kneeling. You feel me?
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
And what did they do when we knelt? They got mad. They got mad when we knelt, you guys. So now we're getting loud. And we're rioting. And we're angry. And now they're mad again. What do they want from us? What do they want from us? If we kneel, that's too bad. We're disrespectful. We're disrespectful for kneeling.
They need to hear the shit. They don't understand. You better speak. Come on.
And now we're angry. And we're burning shit down. And they're angry. Again. What do they want from us? What do
Profit and
they want from us?
incarceration. Profit and incarceration. That's what they want.
Listen. Listen.
I hear you. I hear you.
We are angry. are angry. We have tried the things that we know to do. And what else do you want from us? We've given you our blood, our sweat, our tears,
Our labor.
our labor, our lives now. We've given you everything we have, and we have nothing left to give but our anger. And you are surprised?
We can't breathe.
You are surprised? I can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
Can't breathe.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
I can't breathe. 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 I've never in my life watched something so horrific and so real at the same time. Just so y'all know, I don't know if y'all know or not, but there is a planned blackout day, July 7th of this year. African Americans are planning not to spend a single dollar on that day. Not a dollar. And I know that it's not much, but we gotta start hitting them where it hurts, so that they understand that we are more than they think we are. And when we come together, we are a force to be reckoned with. They will not defeat us. We will not be broken. We will not be silenced. This has been a battle cry. I know it has for me. I don't come out of my apartment. I hate crowds. I don't like people.
Don't feel safe. Don't feel safe.
I don't come out of my apartment. I don't leave my apartment. But I had to be here today. I had to be here today. Because I'm not going to sit back and watch this happen anymore. I'm not going to sit back and be silent. I am not going to sit back and do nothing anymore.
Okay. Hi. Elena Duwayo. It's Bubado di Putagan. Laksula de Babatu. Kitsakan Table Zogu. My name is Elena and I'm from Ketchikan, Alaska. I'm Killer Whale Clan. This is my son Wolf. Can I have all my indigenous brothers and sisters either step forward or raise their hands? We are all in this together, and I want you to remember our faces because we have your back. I will stand up for you any day. I will stand with you on any day. I'm so angry. My heart hurts. But we love you, and I'm trying to teach my children, the next generation, that this is not okay. But you remember our faces. We are here for you, and we stand with you. This is my son, Gibao, and he would like to say something.
We talk it out, and we don't choke each other or punch or kick or slap.
Thank you, and Great Spirit bless you all. Jana. Hey. My name's Mal Schumann. Just taking this all in. I've been in Ellensburg for over 30 years. And I work at Central. And I've seen a lot in my time. I've seen this march before. You know, here. I'm from Tacoma. I've seen it there. My family's from Mississippi. We saw it there. I want to tell you that my family, my people, they're hurting right now. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they are.
People are feeling pain right now.
That's right.
And I want you to know that the pain is real. And you're here because I think you know that. But I also want to tell you that we come from a strong people. Some strong folks, you know what I'm saying? We come from some strong folks. And what makes us strong is a lot of different things. You know, our family. You know, our families, our faith, our hope. That's what got people back out there on these streets every time this has happened, time and time and time again. That's what we're here for, to stand strong in those things. And I'm here, I see all of y'all, and I appreciate that you're here, you know. And I'll never call for violence, I won't, it's just not my way. What I am going to call for is the violence of change in the heart from everybody that's here. Everyone that sees this message. I'm calling for somebody to step up show me love, not just me. I'm not talking about me. I'm saying show love in this world. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the love. I'm not talking about emojis right now. I'm talking about show love. Real love. Real love and an exchange. That's what I'm looking for this time. My friend told me, he's like, hey, I think we're at a tipping point this time. You know what? I think he's right. We're going to tip into love or we're going to tip into hate. Let me tell you about hate, though. Hate never wins. It just makes more hate. Okay, so I'm encouraging you. I'm old school now. Y'all, I just turned 50. Come on. I live to see 50 because God has been faithful to me. Allowed me to see it despite the things that we got going on in our world. And if you're here right now, you made it through this time because God kept you. You're here. You still got a message. Amen. You still got something to say. You still got somebody that you can reach with your message, with your lifestyle, and how you do it. I mean, you could go out there and break something, but I'm not going to tell you that's going to change nothing. Hearts change. Hearts change hearts. Come on. Real relationships change people. Communication, genuine communication changes people. I'm looking for some real relationships. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking for I'm sorry. Okay? I'm looking for I'm changing. I'm looking for we're changing. I'm looking for I'm going to talk to my family members about what's going on. I'm looking for you to do research. Don't just depend on us to give you the information. This is 2020. You got the internet just like me. You got Netflix. You got the same things I got. To research and understand why there's so much pain right now. And I'm counting on you. I wasn't going to come. And I prayed about it. I said, man, I don't want to come. I've been there before. I've done this before. And they said, you know what? Young people started this. And I said, man, young people started this? I'm coming. Because honestly, I'm tired. Really, I'm tired, though. I'm really tired of talking. I'm tired of explaining why it's okay for me to be here. You know? I'm tired of explaining why what we saw was wrong to people. I'm tired of explaining the list of names and why that's important.
Preach it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And it's not because I'm not willing. I will. I want to keep talking. But guess what? I just run out of strength. Yeah. My emotions this time got me more than any time. They all got me. But this one really got me. And so I'm challenging you all. I'm calling on you all. I'm begging you all to step up and let the movement continue and march in your heart. I'm not telling you to go out there and just wear a sign or a shirt. I'm telling you to be this change. To be this change. I'm calling you to do it better than it's been done so far. What's been done was just a step. We got to go all the way. See this thing through. The heart is breaking. The heart has been broken. A lot of times. But I'm going to tell you something. Like I said, we came from strong people. And the only thing I know that's true is that we got up every time. And we kept on walking. And we kept on marching. And we kept on stepping forward. And we will keep on stepping forward. I promise you that. I promise you that. I will keep going into these spaces and being myself. Despite what people think about me and about us. I'm going to keep representing my people. But I'm also going to keep representing what's right. It's what's right. It's what's right. You ask me what side I'm on. I'm on the side of justice. God, the Heavenly Father. Because you know what? Whatever they want to say, people say, why is God letting this happen? Man, God ain't letting this happen. We're letting this happen. We're letting it happen. You know what I'm saying? Us, people, we're in charge of this down here right now. You're in charge of your relationship. You're in charge of your vote. What you want, God? To puppet you and tell you to go vote? That's not what we're talking about. That ain't it. It's you. It's you. It's me. Changing people. Communicating with people. Talking to people. Changing lives. Not standing for people around us talking crazy. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. But the last thing I'm going to do, and this may not be popular, but I'm doing it anyways, because when I say my family was strong, we had strong tradition of faith. We had strong tradition that got us through our prayers, our songs. Anybody got a black grandma know what I'm talking about right now? Singing those songs, you know. And I'm going to sit down right now. I'm going to make a prayer for this nation. You can join me if you want, but I'm doing it because that's what I know to do. When we get to trouble, when we get to this thing, we fall to our knees, and that's how we go. We look up to God and we say, "Help us." So I'm doing it. Join me if you want. Heavenly Father, my God, in heaven, I know you see us. We thank you, Lord, that we're alive at this moment. Other people are not here right now. Other people did not make it to this moment right now. Other people tried to make change and they couldn't. God, we are hurting right now. We are hurting right now, God. We're divided as a people. We're divided amongst ourselves in households and families in this nation, Lord God. And I come, Lord, asking you for peace. I come asking you for justice for all people, Lord. I come asking you, Lord God, for wisdom on how to move forward in these terrible times. I pray, Lord, for the grace to have love in the midst of hate. I pray, asking you, Lord God, to look upon us with favor and mercy. And that you bring a change. Guide our steps. Protect us, Lord. We ask you to help us, all communities, all people that are in pain right now. We ask you to come. And we ask for supernatural help to love. To know your love. To know your heart. We need you, God. Lord, I pray that you bless this nation once again for all of its mistakes and troubles, Lord. There's a lot of people that have been blessed. There's a lot of things that are good that have happened. A lot of bad, there's also some good. We ask that you bless us, Lord, and bring us back to peace and unity. We thank you, God. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Thank you for doing this work. Thank you, young lady.
I just got here last fall summer. A new faculty at Central Washington. Huh?
We got here last year.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'm a new faculty here at Central Washington University. And so are you guys aware of the systemic racism there, right in our backyard at CWU?
Of course, it's everywhere in America. It's everywhere in America.
So what are we going to do to change it? I wrote an open letter describing my experience, describing the hiring practice at CWU. It was met with silence. No one is interested in talking to me. The faculty are scared to speak out. You know why? Because there's so few of them. So they all know who the faculty of color are, who the students of color are. So if they speak out, they're worried about their grades, their future. Professors will discriminate against them. So what are we going to do? The silence at CWU is loud, deafening, undescribable, and that's all I've been met with. So what are you guys going to do? You're standing here. How are we going to demand change? How are we going to change?
Drop out of school.
What are we going to do? We have Guadino. He's making lots of money right now. We're in a pandemic. He failed to fund a polio right of color weakened, divided. They do not allow them to gain power because they do not want them to make actual change. And this is the most sinister form of racism because they're disguised as our allies.
Sure do like the top 50 in diversity and inclusivity.
Yeah, what are we going to do? It starts with you guys.
Call the team. Oh, you march.
March.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth is. Call for them to step down. I met with the vice president for diversity. She is not interested in making change. She is put in place to keep us quiet. What are we going to do?
Vote them out, riot, protest. That's all you can do. Vote them out. Vote them out.
You powerful enough.
I just started here at Central not too long ago. When I first came here, like to the riot, or not the riot, I'm sorry. Thank God it's not the riot. I almost cried. Seeing so many white people stand with us, people of color, it's a beautiful thing, you know. And it's just, it's scary, it is. And I just want to appreciate you guys for that, I really do. I thank you guys for that. Yeah. We all have social media, right? I'm sure we do. I think the most scariest part right now is figuring out what is true and what is false. But we all seen it with our eyes, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about. George Floyd, may you rest in peace. Officer, I can't breathe. For 9 whole minutes, that officer was on his neck. So all I'm gonna ask for you guys is to please don't spread hate. There are good people out here, and even though it's hard to see it right now, there are good people, and I know you guys see that damn Trump sign walking back and forth. But you know what? Don't have hate. Don't have hate. Have a good damn day. Because you know what? At the end of the day, guess who's looking stupid? We're out here protesting for what's right. They're not. And they can keep going around wasting gas. That's their money. But I know for a fact we have a voice. And thank God for this generation, man. And what Baby Boy was saying, I forgot his name. Is his name Wolf? Is that his name? I forgot. Wolf? What he was saying, man, that brought joy into my heart. Seeing such a young person know what is right shows that we are doing something. We are doing something, and we are making a damn change. For the rest of my brothers and sisters, y'all, we have got to keep our voices open. We have got to stand up for what is right, and we know what's right and what's wrong. Vote them out! We have to vote them out. We cannot discriminate against each other because that's what we do. We see it on social media all the time. Oh, well, why she got box braids? Oh, why her skin that dark? Oh, why her skin that light? We have got to stick together. At the end of the day, we are all a damn family. And we all go through the same thing, my brothers and sisters. We all do. And I'm not from the West Coast originally. I'm from East Coast. So you definitely see some shit that does not happen in the West Coast. But I will say, living in Ellisburg for so long, man. Not that long, but it feels so long, you feel me? It feels so damn long. But you see it. It's right there in front of your face. And God damn it, if you're not angry, then you are a part of the problem.
Come on.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, but I'll leave y'all with this. All lives don't matter until Black lives matter, and that's it.
In parkour, two came up and tapped me on the shoulder and gave me a side hug, and it just it really just made me think about the effect that children have on the situation. You know, if we can change the education system, it will have a butterfly effect that will change the rest of this shit. I think. Yeah. So, this one doesn't make it.
How many Asian Americans do we have out there?
Right here!
Hell yeah. Thank you guys. That's awesome. I have a poster here. It's got 100 names of all African American police brutality deaths since Eric Garner's death in 2014. I thought it'd be nice if I could repeat them and we could say their names. Okay? Eric Gardner! Eric Gardner! John Crawford III! John Crawford III! Michael Brown! Michael Brown! Azelle Ford! Azelle Ford! Dante Parker! Dante Parker! Michelle Cusseau! Michelle Cusseau! Laquan McDonald! Laquan McDonald! George Mann! George Mann! Tanisha Anderson! Tanisha Anderson! Akai Gurley! Akai Gurley! Tamir Rice! Tamir Rice! Rumaine Brisbane! Rumaine Brisbane! Jerame Reed! Jerame Reed! Matthew Azabane! Matthew Azabane! Frank Smart! Frank Smart! Natasha McKenna! Natasha McKenna! Tony Robinson! Tony Robinson! Anthony Hill! Anthony Hill! Maya Hill! Maya Hill! Philip White! Philip White! That's 20 names. Does anybody else want to read some? Yeah! Anybody?
Yeah, I hate it!
We got more names here. You guys want to read them?
Victor Manuel Lacosta.
Sandra Bland!
Sandra Bland. Michael Savvy.
Michael Savvy!
Isaac Farrow Manley!
Dominic Hutchinson.
Dominic Hutchinson!
Levante Biggs!
Levante Biggs!
Benny Lee Tina.
Billy Tina!
Quintonio
Antonio LeGrand. Wendell Celestine.
Wendell Celestine!
Marco Loud!
Marco Loud!
Mary Truxillo.
Mary Truxillo!
Alton Sterling!
Alton Sterling!
Jordan Edwards.
Jordan Edwards!
Botham Jean!
Botham Jean!
Christopher McCorvey.
Christopher McCorvey!
I got you.
Jonathan Sanders! Jonathan Sanders! Freddie Blue! Freddie Blue! Joseph Mann! Joseph Mann! Savannah Ellsworth! Savannah Ellsworth!
Sandra Bland!
Sandra Bland!
Albert Joseph Davis!
Albert Joseph Davis!
Darius Stewart!
Darius Stewart!
Billy Ray Davis!
Billy Ray Davis!
Samuel DeBose!
Samuel DeBose!
Michael Sabby,
Michael Sabby!
Brian Keith Day,
Brian Keith Day!
Christian Taylor,
Christian Taylor!
Troy Robinson,
Troy Robinson!
Felix Toomey,
Felix Toomey!
Assam Sparrow Manley!
Ashton Sparrow Manley!
Keith Harrison McLeod! Julian Prosper!
Julian Prosper!
Lenorius Jones,
Lawrence Jones!
Madison Brown,
Madison Brown!
Dominic Hutchinson,
Dominic Hutchinson!
Anthony Ashford,
Anthony Ashford!
Alonzo Smith!
Alonzo Smith!
Tyree Crawford!
Tyree Crawford!
India Kager!
India Hager!
Levante Biggs,
Levante Biggs!
Jamar Clark,
Jamar Clark!
Michael Lee Marshall,
Michael Lee Marshall!
Richard Perkins,
Richard Perkins!
Nathaniel Harris Pickett,
Daniel Harris Pickett!
Benny Lee Tiger,
Benny Lee Tiger!
Miguel Espinal,
Miguel Espinal!
Michael Knowles,
Michael Knoll!
Kevin Matthews!
Kevin Matthews!
Betty Jones!
Benny Jones!
Quintanio Legrier,
Antonio LeGrier!
Keith Childress Jr.,
Keith Childress Jr.
Janet Wilson,
Janet Wilson!
say hello, goddammit, Randy Nelson,
Randy Nelson!
and Trony Scott,
And Tony Scott!
Wendell Celestine,
Wendell Celestine!
David Joseph,
David Joseph!
Talon McCoymore,
Alan McCoymore!
Deshaun Perkins,
Deshaun Perkins!
Christopher Davis,
Christopher Davis!
Marco Loud,
Marco Loud!
Peter Gaines,
Peter Gaines!
Tori Robinson!
Tori Robinson!
Darius Robinson!
Darius Robinson!
Kevin Hicks!
Kevin Hicks!
Murray Truxillo!
Murray Trujillo!
DeMarcus Seamer!
Demarcus Seaver!
Willie Tillman!
Willie Tillman!
Terrell Thomas!
Terrell Thomas!
Sybil Smith!
Sybil Smith!
Alton Sterling,
Alton Sterling!
Orlando Castile,
Orlando Castillo!
Terrence Crutcher,
Terrence Crutcher!
Paul O'Neill,
Paul O'Neill!
Altaria Woods,
Terry Woods!
Jordan Edwards,
Jordan Edwards!
Aaron Bailey,
Aaron Bailey!
Ronell Foster,
Rondell Foster!
Stephon Clark,
Stephon Clark!
Antoine Rose II,
Antoine Rose II!
Botham Jean,
Jean!
Pamela Turner,
Pamela Turner!
Dominique Clayton,
Dominique Clayton!
Tatiana Jefferson,
Tatiana Jefferson!
Christopher Whitfield,
Christopher Whitfield!
Christopher McCarvey,
Christopher McCarvey!
Eric Reason,
Eric Reason!
Michael Lorenzo Dean,
Michael Lorenzo Dean!
say your name, Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor!
God damn it, say his name loud and proud.
George Floyd!
What's that?
George Floyd!
Rest in power!
Thank you, God!
I'm gonna take my mask off because I know that we're here and we all at risk, but I'm gonna take my mask off to make sure that my diction is clear. You know why? Because I am sick and tired of names getting added to that list. And I am sick and tired of my black brothers and sisters laying dead in the streets.
Talk that.
I never thought that in my lifetime I would have to march in the streets with my brothers, sisters, and allies to fight for the same shit that my grandfather was fighting for back when he was my age. And God damn it, I am sick and tired shit. Let me catch my breath.
Don Thomas in this bitch.
It is sick to me that in the year 2020, my black brothers and sisters, my people of color, are still fighting to have a voice.
Come on.
That shit is sick to me. And this shit has got to stop.
Yes, sir. Yes.
But I'm gonna tell you something. It's been a long road. And our voice is gonna be heard. Our voice is gonna be heard. We got movements in 25 different states across this country. God damn it.
27.
With 27. Thank you. Our voice is gonna be heard. Yes. And let me tell you something else. Even though we got all them Trump flags flying around, fuck them. You know what? I've been in Ellensburg for 4 years as a black man. And let me tell you something. I haven't felt this safe as I have been surrounded by my black brothers and sisters, by my allies, as I do right now. We need to make sure our voices are heard. We need to vote. We need to do everything necessary to make sure that our voices are heard. A change is going to start with us. We have to finish a battle that our forefathers, our grandfathers, grandmothers, and grandfathers were fighting for long before us. So we got to make sure that we make a difference. Let me get a fist in the air.
Let's go.
Yes.
In a moment of silence for all those who have lost their lives, all my black brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ community, everybody, their voices, their names matter too. A black life is a black life. Thank you.
I'm the most qualified to be here, so I'm gonna keep it short. My dad, I was sitting there after all this happened, just talking with him. He had a couple drinks in him. He told me, I've seen all this before. My dad's young, he had me young. He's only like 42. He's seen all this many times before, and he does not believe that they're gonna hear us. And I understand why. I hope they do. I want them to. But I just want to make it very clear that this is a line in the sand, and you're either on our side or against it. There's no middle ground for you to be in. There is no middle ground. My dad told me that he felt like the only way he was going to be heard, and before I say this, I'm not advocating for this, but he felt like the only way he was going to be heard as a black man is if he picked up a gun and shot back. And I'm not advocating for that. But I just want you to know that he feels like until he lays down his life, you will not hear what he has to say. And that hurts me. That hurts me that my own dad got to tell me that he wants to go lay down his life because he don't feel like the people that are in power in this country are going to hear him. That's just all I got to say, man. It hurt me to hear that from my own dad.
I came here and there's a lot of people who don't look like me, but people who look like me are in the streets getting shot for no reason. And so I just want to say thank you to, there's white people doing backflips over here for us. Like, thank you to white people, because this is what we need. And not even just white people. I look the way I am, and that is why I'm a statistic. It's just because of the way I look. So thank you for being here. You can't look like me, but you're here with me in the fight that I'm fighting. So thank you. That's all I just want to say.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for everybody who shared your guys' perspectives. Your stories are priceless, and there's nothing that can take that away. But this protest is the least important part. We have to keep being active, keep going out and educating ourselves. White people, we have to get educated. We have to open our minds. We have to be good listeners. And we have to be the ones that enact change. So we have a QR code on the flyers that we've been handing out. And if you guys scan that with your phones, it'll take you to a bunch of links that you can use to educate yourselves. websites to go to, people on social media to follow, books to read, places to donate. So please check that out. Please don't let this stop here. Please keep going. From here on out, this is what matters.
Let's do this every day!
Completely peaceful. This is so much more effective than anything with violence ever could have been. Yes. And it's amazing how many of you came out to show your support, and I thank all of you for that. Yes. So before we all disperse, if we could all just take a knee and show respect for those who have lost their lives. Just a moment of silence for them that just shows so much respect for them. Thank you so much. I hope that you all